All right, so today we're going to make a model of Perry Hall grounds, and it's going to be a lot like making gingerbread. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll out your dough till it's about a half a centimeter thick. This is what we're going to cut all of our layers out of. All right, so if you look at the edge of it, maybe it's really only about 3 millimeters. The important thing is that you make sure that it's about the same thickness all the way around. The next thing that you're going to do is take these sections of your topographic map. What you're going to end up constructing is a three-dimensional model of this topographic map of Perry Hall. Here's Perry Hall High School here, here's the river. So I separated out into these different topographic lines. They're called contour lines. And anywhere on that line is about the same number of feet. So that's 120 feet of elevation, 120, 120, anywhere on that line. So you'll start with this first square, which says 100 on it. We're going to cut it out. Then you're going to cut out the little area here, which is this creek that we looked at. Cut that out. So it definitely is not going to be a perfect model because you're not making it with a 3D printer. You're just making it with your hands. But it'll be pretty good. All right, so then you're going to put this on your dough. And then you're going to use this tool to just cut out the map. And this is going to be your first layer on your map. So it's going to raise the entire map up to an elevation of 100. And I'm going to cut out where the river is. I'm sorry, the creek. So here's my cookie right here. And then I'm going to place it on this blank part of the map right here. So now everything here is being represented at about an elevation of 100. All right, so our next one is going to be this 120. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the 120. And everything to this side of the 120 is at 100, so I'm going to cut that away. And I'm going to put this back on my dough. This. Cut it out here. And now I'm going to put that on my map. Here's my map. I'm going to put that down. Then I'm going to continue the same thing with my other three maps, starting at 140, then 160, then 180. All right, so now I have all my layers. You can kind of see. You can see from the side. You can see each layer building up. And then what we want to do, just to make it a little bit easier for us to do our test later, is just to smooth down the path a little bit from one, because obviously the land doesn't really look like that one step after, another. Just kind of smoothing the layers out. So it's more of a gradual slope. And if I look at this map that I have here, Perry Hall is probably right about here. So I'm actually going to use a little piece of my thing just to represent, just so I can see where it is. There's Perry Hall right there. All right, now we can use our map to actually test some raindrops to see where they will fall. All right, so now I'm going to test some raindrop action and see what would happen. So if I start my rain right about here, I want to see where that water droplet's going to go. What path is it going to take? So I'm just going to create a steady stream. All right, so to me, it looks like it's coming down around Perry Hall and then down into the water. I'm going to test it a couple more times just to see the path that the rain takes. I'm going to test over here by where the football field is. Looks like it's just going right. All right, so back here by the football field, it's kind of going around the school, actually down in the same location. Always entering right here, which I find pretty interesting. So you're going to do the same thing, but with a couple more points of entry, and you're going to mark the information on your map. Then we're going to answer some questions after that.